Okay, I've got something new and exciting to show you. Look at this super big glass in the outside greenhouse in the fish tank. Look at how beautiful that is. There's all the guppies that I had rescued way back in September and October and brought them in. And there's still guppies outside in the pond alive, but they're covered and have a couple heaters. But these ones here are starting to get really pretty tails. And so I thought I found this beautiful new wine glass. It's like super huge. And so, I don't know, it looks really good. That's what I thought. And the guppies really seem to like it. And then over here in the fairy gardens, new and exciting, well, I got these lights. They turn off and on. I just, that's off. They're just little lights, but at night they're really, really pretty. And this vine is really growing nice. Look at that. But look what I got. I've got the old wine glass in this little itty bitty pond. This is the itty bitty fairy pond in the little fairy gardens. Oh, I have to fix him and make him fly. So yeah, everything's looking really good. There were guppies in there earlier. Oh, there's some little babies in there, I think. Somebody's going in there. In the little tiny guppy pond in the fairy gardens. That is so cute. And I'm filming this with my new LG 6 phone. And it seems to be taking beautiful pictures. And yeah, the succulents are doing well in the greenhouse. I choose plants that don't get bugs because nobody has time for bugs. And succulents are easy. I mean, they're minimal when it comes to bugs. Nobody seems to bug them much. And they can just sit there all winter and you don't have to water them. You know, actually it's better that you don't water them in the winter time, or you water them sparingly. Because in the winter, you know, like on the sun is low and they can rot. And the greenhouse can be damp. And so, yeah, don't overwater your succulents. Just ignore them. Is that cute or what? I left that up. I have to put it away, but the fan is making the reindeer turn. Normally there's a candle in there, but I haven't got a candle, but it's still working because there's air circulation here. I've got the fan in the greenhouse on all the time. I have it on medium, and it actually causes that bird cage to turn. But you have to have a good air movement inside a greenhouse, especially with succulents. It helps keep everything drier as well. And another interesting fact about heating a greenhouse is that when you have a fish tank in the greenhouse with an open top, your humidity will go up. So even though the humidity's up, the humidity keeps the air temperature warmer. If your house is really, really dry, you have to pay more money to heat a dry house than a house that has higher humidity. Although, you know, like humidity, you can be careful and not have too much. But that's what I discovered. What's on there? I think water stains. I was fiddling with the glass. Well, when I was putting that new glass up, this beautiful new glass here, the water probably splashed around. But look at how happy those guppies are. Like, they're the happiest guppies on the planet, I swear. And I think it's because they get the natural light. Like everything that, you know, I got the same filters, pretty much the same. There's overhead lighting for at night. But artificial lighting doesn't cut it when it comes to guppies. I think they need the sunshine. The sunshine, they're more prolific. They breed more. So even if you have a fish tank in the house, maybe consider putting them by the window, even if they do get that algae. I just clean the algae on the glass every now and then with a sponge. Like it evaporates, and then when the water's a little bit lower, I'll go in there and clean up the algae. And I haven't done a water change on this tank yet since I set it up in September. It does evaporate like crazy. So I'm always adding water, actually. But I do clean the filter all the time. And I think it's the natural lighting makes the whole tank healthier. The plants will be healthier. Your hornwort won't be shedding. And I think the fish actually, like us, need vitamin D. So, yeah, everything's looking good in my homemade little greenhouse. Yeah, maybe we should take a look outside. Outside in Canada. All right, I don't need the heater plugged in. I gotta turn off the heater. There's no ice, and the koi are down. At the bottom of the pond, that's about 5 feet down. This is the upper pond, the top pond, and the water flows all the way down to the bottom pond. And the cold frames are covering the bottom ponds, and that way it doesn't cost so much to heat. Like it's a nice day. There's no need to have the heater on. Yeah, so I'll leave the heater unplugged. There, I've unplugged it. I should have got out here earlier and unplugged it, because that's 1500 watts. There's no need to have a heater now. There's no ice. The air temperature is getting to be about, I don't know, it's just barely below freezing. You can take a quick look in here. Okay, now that I'm freezing, there's a quick look inside the cold frame here. I knocked some ice down, but you can see there's goldfish down there, and I think there's a koi that escaped. But I'm out here in the snow bare feet. Gotta get back in that greenhouse. Must be the craziest woman. Well, after minus 40, like, you know, you kind of get winter hardy. I always have hot feet. I don't know why. But I don't know if you can see the hornwort. There's hornwort in there. It's kind of hard to see because this above is the trees and everything reflect. But yeah, the koi look really good. Everybody looks good. And that's today on the 5th of January. And yeah, spring is coming.